Are you at all paying attention to 3A Atlas? Are you watching the comet? Yeah? Whatever it is. Yeah. I mean, if I was aware of any evidence that aliens exist, Joe, you have my word. I will come on your show, and I will reveal it on the show. Okay, yes, that is a good offer. Yes, it is quite good. I'm leaving you. Yeah. Thank you. I'll stick. I keep my promises. We have a new image captured by Kong Zhang, a researcher at the Lowell, Arizona Observatory with a 150mm Ritchie-Chrétien telescope. He recorded 3A Atlas on November 2nd. It's not the most powerful instrument in the desert, but the timing matters. Pre-dawn, low on the horizon, with poor vision and a bulky air mass. Yet there it is, a stubborn pale smear holding its place in the morning sky. Even in less than ideal circumstances, the object is present and unmoving, and if you know where to look, impossible to ignore. For observers on the ground, that's a quiet milestone. It means we've moved from models and orbital elements to photons you can actually collect. It's real, and it's back in view. But that modest ground truth is only the front door. The heart of this chapter sits in orbit around another world. While 3D Atlas was skimming the area of Mars, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter was in position. Between October 2nd and 3rd, 2025, when Atlas crossed near Mars' path at roughly 27 million kilometers, its HiRISE camera was tasked to look. This is the same camera that can resolve 30 centimeters features on the Martian surface from space. When you point that optic across a deep interplanetary gap, you don't get boulders and ridge lines, you get morphology at tens of kilometers per pixel. For an interstellar visitor, that is still gold. If the targeting was clean and the exposure sequence successful, those frames could be the single sharpest look humanity has ever had at this object. And that's where the story gets tighter. Reports indicate the data were acquired in that window, and then a portion of the material became inaccessible, locked in a pipeline, delayed by policy, or simply paused somewhere in a queue. No public denial, no confirmation, and no release. Just a silence that started small and now echoes. For researchers building plans for December observation, that silence is not neutral. It changes what you can attempt, which filters you order, how you schedule time on telescopes that book out months in advance. The highest quality frames we are likely to get this close to perihelion could refine everything: coma geometry, jet orientation, brightness profile, even crude hints about albedo. Held back, they become their own variable. The public moment that followed felt off. A fast, friendly social reply from the agency on a thread about celebrities, no aliens, no threat, went viral. In the interim, formal requests from astronomers and members of Congress for the high-resolution images went unanswered or acknowledged without timelines. That asymmetry matters. When public comms move faster than the science channel, the gap fills with rumor. People don't sit comfortably in uncertainty. They create stories to breathe in. Trust isn't built on reassurances. It's built on data arriving when it's supposed to. The call is simple here. Release the HiRISE set. Let independent teams process it. Let multiple reduction pipelines test for artifacts. If there's nothing unusual, clean analysis will show it. If there is structure, the world will have more than speculation. Science is allergic to bottlenecks. It thrives on distributed checking. At the same time, the composition debate keeps flaring. A recent public remark correctly noted that natural bodies can be rich in nickel and iron, true and very relevant, but it leaves out the crucial ratio. In 3A Atlas, the spectral hints suggest nickel dominating over iron by an unusual margin. Out in nature, iron is the workhorse, nickel carries a shotgun. To invert that relationship, you either need an environment with strange chemistry at formation, or you need separation, actual processing. Large-scale nickel purification isn't a cosmic pastime, it's metallurgy. Thermal steps, solvents, electrochemistry, or conditions that mimic them. If the body shows sustained nickel-heavy emissions with comparatively suppressed iron, to paths open. It emerged at a time and place where multiple stellar generations enriched the medium in a very specific way, making it cosmically younger material, or a portion of those metals were refined. Neither hypothesis is comfortable. Both are testable. Then there's the kinematic knot. The non-gravitational acceleration detected around perihelion isn't controversial as a measurement. The controversy is in the mechanism. If you invoke the comet rocket effect, jets of gas pushing the nucleus, the numbers indicate a loss of mass on the order of a sixth of the object's total mass over weeks, billions of tons. That kind of outgassing doesn't hide, it creates a banner that spans space, an expanding, clearly visible cloud. Yet, as post-perihelion frames trickle in from numerous witnesses, the anticipated storm is not present at the necessary scale. The thermodynamics can be modified. You may rotate the vent geometry. You can create exotic porosity. But eventually, the momentum budget must close. If the thrust is real and the exhaust isn't visible, we're either misunderstanding how the exhaust looks or the thrust isn't exhaust. As a result, the next 6 weeks count. An international campaign is now live. Professional observatories are coordinating windows. Amateurs with surprising openings are occupying the gaps. The cadence will ramp through late November, peak through mid-December, and carry into January. December 19, 2025 is closest approach, about 270 million kilometers. It's not a doorstep pass, but it's enough for big glass and sensitive spectrometers to crack open the checklist.